And some very welcome news this morning, perhaps a real weapon in the battle against COVID-19. An antiviral drug showing promise in speeding up recovery as the nation continues to look for ways to reopen. ABC's Inez de la Catera is in Washington with the latest.
This morning, fresh hope in the fight against coronavirus. The country's top infectious disease doctor announcing the drug remdesivir, originally tested for Ebola, may be effective in treating COVID-19, according to early trial results from an NIH study.
The data shows that remdesivir has a clear-cut, significant positive effect in diminishing the time to recovery. This is really quite important. It's highly significant.
The drug still needs to be peer-reviewed, but it will now be offered to very sick patients.
Whenever you have clear-cut evidence that a drug works, you have an ethical obligation to immediately let the people who are in the placebo group know so that they could have access. And all of the other trials that are taking place now have a new standard of care.
This 55-year-old father had to be put on oxygen because of COVID-19. He says he recovered when he began taking remdesivir.
I was feeling pretty bad, so I said, sure, let's give it a shot.
Meanwhile, states now figuring out how to safely reopen. 11 have already eased restrictions, and 7 more are expected to do so by the end of the week. An estimated 30% of the American economy shuttered.
It's going to be worse in the second quarter.
In Iowa, the governor warning furloughed employees that if they refuse to go back to work, even if they are worried about contracting the virus, they could lose their unemployment benefits.
And in the race for a vaccine, pharma giant Pfizer announcing their vaccine could be tested as early as next week and available for emergency use in the fall. Inez de la Catera, ABC News, Washington.